Peter, and I wanted to talk to you a little bit today about food as sort of social communion. The truth is, I spend a lot of time thinking about food. I keep a pretty strict plant-based diet, and I like to know what I'm eating, where it's coming from, and how it's produced and how it's prepared. So that whole process takes up a lot of thought time. And coincidentally, a few days ago I was talking with a friend about food, and we were talking about preparing some dishes, and the topic of the social binding factor of food came into the conversation, and we started to explore that. And I realized in our conversation that food is one of the most common elements in all of our societies that really pulls us together. Now, the first definition of communion, when I looked it up, says the following. It says the sharing or exchanging of intimate thoughts and feelings, especially when the exchange is on a mental or spiritual level. That's pretty profound. And food can really stimulate that kind of communion among people. And the reason I think this is so relevant today is because I think it goes without saying that we're living in one of the most complicated, conflictive periods possibly in human history. It's amazing the level of divisiveness, the conflict, war, the social and political tensions that are pulling people apart, that are pulling societies and communities apart. And I often think when I see people in conflict that how different it could be, how much easier it might be to solve those conflicts on a family level, a personal level, or even on a national, international level, if people could just sit down and share a meal, sit down at the same table and commune over food as sort of a binding element among us as human beings. So with all this in mind, I'm undertaking a challenge myself over the next few months. I want to make it a point to at least once or twice a week to share a meal with somebody that I would not normally share a meal with, or to prepare food and give it to somebody that I wouldn't usually give food away to. I think it's a way that we can sort of break down barriers. I think food can disarm people of certain attitudes and certain positions, whether it's politics or religion or social issues. And perhaps it can be the initiating factor for finding common ground. So I'm going to try it out for the next few months, find common ground, commune through food, and I would invite any or all of you that see this video to give it a shot too, and I'd really like to know how it goes. Thanks a lot. Have a great day.